welcome to AJ Life Hacks. Today we are talking all about balancing work and school because nightmares just flash in my eyes of college and working through college, because I had to work through college. I get that some people are really lucky and are on full scholarship, or their parents are helping them out with college, but that was not the case for me. I had to pay my own way and work while I was in college, and thankfully I learned a few tips along the way that helped me not only graduate college early, but completely debt-free. So let's talk about how to balance your busy life between school and work and how to stay mentally sane in the process. So my first tip for you, and this should not shock anyone who's watched any of my videos, but it is to plan your day. Now, everybody knows that watches my videos that I am obsessed with planners and planning my day and my whole schedule, and it's something that I learned in college out of pure necessity. And if you are working either part-time, full-time, and going to school, part-time or full-time, you are going to need to plan, because if you don't, something is going to fall through the cracks. And by planning your day, you can start to put in the pieces and you figure out, okay, if I really expect to hang out with my friends on Friday night, I have to get these 3 assignments done, and I have to get them done before I start my shift on Thursday. So it really helps just take the madness out of your mind and trying to plan your day and your school and your assignments and your work, and puts them out on paper. So make sure you get a planner. And I know for a fact that colleges give out free planners. So if you didn't get one on the first day of school, go to the student center. They might be $1. They might be completely free like they were at my university. Get yourself a planner and start organizing your life. My second advice for you, or my tip, is to double up where you can. Now, I hear some of you probably work in a food industry. You probably work somewhere where you can't do homework. And for you guys, I have a tip in a second, but for those of you that do work at somewhere where you get to sit at a desk, or you have a little bit of downtime and you just actually have to physically be at your job, double up. Take your assignment, take your reading, take anything that's going to help you with your schoolwork, because so many people don't open up their mind to the possibility that you can multitask. I was saying double up and multitask at the same time. Didn't work. But that you can multitask. So start looking for ways that you can double up on your time, whether that's getting your reading done in your down moments, or doing assignments or interviews there at work. Now, for those of you that can't really sit there with your homework for whatever reason with work, totally get that. Start to really think outside the box. Now, while I was in college, I worked for my dad's online retail company, and so I was getting a degree in marketing and advertising. And so those fit so nicely together. I was able to do marketing plans, social media plans, and actually use those for work. So something I was working on while I was helping with cufflinks and helping learn the marketing ropes and writing copy, I was able to take those things and turn them into an assignment. And so start to think outside the box of how you can double up your time. So my next tip for you is one that's so critically important, and I think a lot of people overlook and don't do this step because they don't think that they need to. And that is to talk to your employer and just be really upfront and honest about your schedule. When a person, whether that's a boss or a manager, understands where you are coming from, they're far more likely to help you. So if you're saying, hey, listen, I'm a full-time student, I'm trying to work for you full-time or part-time, you know, can we meet in the middle? Can we work out that I take this class and then I'll stay later? Or are you okay if I do homework at lunch? Like, just talk to them, be so honest. When people understand where you are coming from, they want to help you. And think about this, most of those people who are your boss and your manager have been where you have been. They have worked through college, they know what it's like to go to school, and they know some of the demands placed on you. So just be really transparent about the fact that you're trying to better yourself and go to school and make both worlds work. And this tip is huge because you're talking to people on their level and you're trying to relate to them, and you're not asking for favors. You're not asking for them to make special arrangements for you. You're just being really transparent of, hey, I'm a student, I've got a busy life, and let's make these things work so we're both happy. This tip will work wonders for you if you haven't already talked to your employer. And my last tip for you kind of feels like a no-brainer, but it's always a great reminder. And that is to do as much of your homework and schoolwork at school. So many times we get to class in college and we just think, you know, when I'm at school, I want to talk to my friends and I want to be social, and that's a big part of college if that's what really is important to you. But if you are trying to work your way through college, I bet that the social aspect of it is not as important as it might have been when you weren't working through college or when you were in high school. So take the time to do your schoolwork while you're at school. So yes, you can go have lunch with your buddy, but that's like a rare occasion. Most of the time, you're in the study hall getting things done before you have to start your shift at work, because like, you just have to be real that there are some sacrifices that need to be made in your life. And one of my core beliefs is that the harder you are on yourself, the more self-disciplined you are, the more you push yourself, the easier life will be on you. Because think about it, we do not want to be in college any longer than we have to. That's wasted time and money. And so make sure you're making the most use of that time. But I really have no doubt that you are thinking this way because you're working your way through college, and that says a lot about you. So those are my top tips for you, and I hope you enjoyed them. Please give this a nice thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel. I have tons of videos all about college because this is a critical time in your life. You're deciding maybe your future career, you're meeting really important people in your life, and it's probably one of the most hectic times of your life. So check out my other videos. I've got one on how I graduated college early, and I've got some on budgeting for you. So those will be coming out your way, and be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those. So thank you so much for watching. Abbi J out.